Hey guys, it's Ari. How's it going today? What's up? So today, I'm in my boyfriend's sweatshirt. Really?
Ha!
That's not over here. So it's actually my first video that I'm putting out on YouTube. Clap it up. So, yes, today we're going to be just doing something small, something light for my first upload. We're going to be going into my little dream journal where I write down all of my like reoccurring dreams. There are certain dreams that'll have like a reoccurring theme, or nightmares really. That is basically what we're going to be covering. I also have this book that I've had since I was a teenager, so we can pull some stuff out of it and kind of like analyze what it's saying. Now, I'm not claiming to be like a dream interpreter or anything like that. Um, I find it really really cool. If maybe you've heard something different about the dream, actually comment down below. I'd be very interested in seeing what you guys have to say about any of these dreams I read for you. Um, a lot of the stuff in here, a lot of like my bad dreams, they are really graphic and really sensitive. So if you're not into that, you can click out of the video. Sorry, maybe we'll do something a little less intense next time. But for today, I'm going to be reading these in their entirety. It's not too long, it's just little scripts, but some of the stuff is just, yeah. Okay. Actually, all right. I'm just gonna. So in this page, it kind of actually has a reoccurring theme. I kind of tried to keep them together. So I'm in the waves holding on to a chain link fence. They are rolling all the way up to the hotels and sucking everyone into the ocean. They all scream until they are pulled out to a point where I can't hear them. I'm just holding on, kicking my feet, and waiting for it to end. Oh my god, my PlayStation scared the shit out of me. Anyways, so uh as I'll read the next one because this is like a really popular theme in my dreams. I'm on the beach with my dad and youngest sister. The waves creep up until they take all of our stuff, then make their way up to the hotels. Everyone is struggling but us. Where I'm on the beach or I'm somehow like near the beach and the waves like come all the way up. And like sometimes they creep up, sometimes by the time I'm there, they're like already like, when the hotels are like right on the beach, like they'll be like smacking those hotels and it'll just be like sucking people all the way back into the ocean. Right? Terrifying. So I always have these dreams, but for some reason, like, I never get sucked out. Like, I'm always surviving. This particular dream, I was actually with my dad and my sister. They also survived, but like, everybody else on the beach is being sucked out into the ocean, like, gone, right? Okay, so here's a third one, and it kind of has the same theme almost. I'm being chased by a pirate. He keeps trying to stick a needle in me. I think he's trying to drug me. I'm so scared and I don't want to be drugged. I run around a hotel until a wave crashes against it and it hits the window and cracks it open, flooding the place and waking me up. I remember this so distinctly because he was like this big fat pirate, like a hairy chest, but he was like dirty. Like his skin was dirty. It looked like he had never washed his face, like, and you could just see him like stained brown with like filth, right? And he was like just following me, and then as I realized he was following me, like he started full blown chasing me, and he kept like grabbing my arm, like he wanted to like, and I was just like, oh my god, like it's drugs, it's drugs, and it was. I was why is he trying to drug me? Like I don't get it. Um, and I just kept running and running around this hotel, like up one elevator, down the next elevator, like a freaking Scooby Doo scene, right, with this pirate, until a wave just right into the window and broke it open and started flooding the place, and that's when I woke up. Why do I always have dreams about waves coming up onto the beach? You know, I asked myself that. I asked some other people that. We'll get into that, but we're gonna keep reading some of these other dreams first, and then we'll kind of like analyze at the end. Okay, okay. So, um, okay, so this is going into a different theme of dreams that I have, which is super common. Here's what the first one says. I'm in a ditch in an empty field. There's nothing but a tiny shack for miles, and a tornado forms out of the scary looking sky. It blows right past the house, tearing off one side, but I somehow survive. So I was in like this ditch, and it was like dark, you know, like right before it rains, but it was also like, it was like evil. Like there was purple in the sky too, you know what I'm saying? And this tornado just comes out of nowhere. And so I like run for the shack. I dip. I'm like full blown yeet into this shack. And for some reason, it literally comes like, here's the shack and here's the tornado. It comes like right by the shack. It rips the wall off, but I'm just like standing in the corner like, oh my god, like. And I woke up. So here's another one. I'm hiding in Angel's house with her, Jaden, and the cats. 3 tornadoes are coming, and we're trying to pick which place would be the best to hide. The house gets ripped up, but we make it. So when I'm having these dreams, like, I'm very aware that I've had these dreams before. Like, I know I'm dreaming, so I kind of am like, oh, like, I know what to do. So I was at a family friend's house with her daughter and their cats, and I don't know why we were all there, but we were, and there were 3 tornadoes coming. There was like one coming from all these different directions, and they're all going different ways, and I'm like, all right, like, I've done this before, so I'm like, we gotta hide in this room, we gotta stay in this corner, because then it'll like go on this part of the house and take up this part of the house, but we'll be over here and it'll be fine. And that's exactly what happened. Nonetheless, like, it's still terrifying. Like, each time it's so loud, like, I wake up and I feel like my ears actually hurt, like, and it's just like, it's like, I don't know, I've never been in a real tornado, and I hope that I never do end up in a real tornado. But it's terrifying. Like, you just, I don't know. This one actually has a drawing with it, and this one's terrifying. Because, alright, before I say this, I'm gonna give everybody a moment to comment, because I know there's gonna be tons of comments about how I need to either like find Jesus or get help, because what I'm about to say is like scary, it's like crazy, but I know it's not, because I know so many people go through this, and that's why I'm gonna speak on it. And I'm just gonna let everybody who has something to say take a moment while I take a sip of some beach tea. Okay, so I'm being drug around in the woods by creatures that look like the monsters from Spooky Island. You know, the Scooby-Doo movie, with the real, like, actors and everything, where the freaking Shaggy memes came from. Okay. So they're monsters from Spooky Island, except they're black and slightly taller with longer ears. They tie me down into some sort of sacrifice. Okay, and then this is what I drew, and I'm, like, by no means an artist, but it kind of looked like that, and there was like a fire, and I have no idea like what those symbols are supposed to mean. I don't even know if those are actual symbols, because I couldn't decipher like what was actually there. It was crazy. Okay, there was like a fire, and there was an X over it in string, but it was like above the fire, it wasn't being burnt by it. And then there was just like symbols in the dirt, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is scary. And what makes it even scarier, like, this thing had red eyes, and I could, like, see its aura. Like, I sketched it like this, and it has, like, a red shading, because I could literally, like, see their aura. Like, it was really weird. They were super scary, and I ended up seeing them, not seeing them, but I think of them very often whenever, like, I'm alone or just not thinking about anything. Like, the image of them pops up into my head. Yeah. Okay, moving on. So this is definitely getting into like some of the more like scarier stuff, because these two dreams that we're going to talk about next, or nightmares rather, actually resulted in me waking into sleep paralysis. I don't know about you guys. I know sleep paralysis is definitely medical. It's when you wake up at the wrong time, then you start hallucinating, and that's what you see, and yada yada yada. But bear with me, okay? I've had sleep paralysis like that, where I've known I was like awake. I've known I was. Damn. 2.5 hours into editing this, I somehow lost like the end clip of footage where I talk about all of my nightmares, where I have sleep paralysis afterwards, which I guess I will save for a sleep paralysis dedicated video. But I also lost the parts where I was interpreting the dreams. Basically, for the different types of themes that I were having were tidal waves and tornadoes. Tidal waves are basically like an overflowing of emotion, so you're like trapped in a lot of emotion, or like drowning in depression or something like that, which makes a lot of sense because I do suffer with depression quite a bit and anxiety. So when I looked up tornadoes, it was basically like destruction. It was kind of saying like you're moving on and kind of like getting rid of the past and stuff like that. So I guess it's a good thing that I have dreams about tornadoes then, because I don't know, maybe I'm just always moving and that's what I want. I don't want to ever become stagnant and not grow anymore. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed my video, please hit the subscribe button. It will let you know when I have new videos, and I have all types of different things coming out. And don't forget to comment below if you guys have any suggestions on what my dreams may mean, or if you just want to share your dreams and what you think they mean. Alrighty, see you next time, guys. Bye.